Hello!
Hi!
Today we're in a very hot Brisbane.
And today we're doing a P&O excursion to the Australia Zoo and Wildlife Hospital.
Made famous of course by Steve Irwin. Can't wait. Let's see what it's like. Enjoy. Brisbane Cruise Port was only opened a couple of years ago, so it's lovely and fresh and new, but it is 45 minutes from there to town if you're looking to do your own thing. Our trip to the zoo took an hour to an hour and 15, depends upon traffic. When you arrive at the zoo, there are a number of paid animal encounters you can do, one of which is feeding the giraffes.
So after we had a good look around the zoo, we then headed to the Steve Irwin Crocodile for the animal show.
Deep, dark and murky water where you find the saltwater croc. You had no idea he was approaching you until it was too late. I move over here, I start to tap my feet, he hones in directly where I am. Like I said, these guys are the masters of ambush. And now that he's setting up and he's thinking about putting on a big old hit, I'm going to pass it to you, mate. Take it.
Wow, happened.
Nice catch, Graham. Yeah, give it up for him. And you can see he's so careful and calculated coming out, but when he puts on that strike, he strikes from the tip of his nose to the base of his tail. And he does it so hard and fast. Absolutely no animal in the bush is going to be able to avoid that attack if they don't know what's coming. But can also strike out to defend his territory. Now, it's not a lot of room over there, Jimmy, so be careful. Thanks, mate. Now, if I go quiet, because I'm 100% nervous, here, come on, mate. There we go. With one switch of the tail, hitting that fence is not out of the question for the big fella, but it's what happens next that freaks us out. So I'm going to go quiet here, concentrate. Have it. Oh, I took my little stick with just his eyes, ears, and his nose up above the water surface. When he does this, he can see the water above him, and he'll wait for something to come out over the water's edge. Now, up look at that, he was sitting so perfectly still. You can't get him out nonetheless. Come on, mate. Nice. Nice distance there to the base of his tail. But now he's out on the hard, solid ground. That's bloody up to the big fella on the hard, solid ground. You can give it up for him. He's an absolute weapon. Now that, you heard that jaw cut there. That's that jaw breaker we're talking about. Definitely don't want your hands stuck in that. Now, check him out now. He's on the hard, solid ground. See why Ben Hamish can walk backwards quicker than he can walk forwards. Tiny little stumpy legs, a big round belly, and a massive tail that in the water can propel him the cruising speed of a dolphin. Out here on land though, drags behind him like a big old handbrake. And I might put my money where my mouth is and sit down in front of Graham maybe even lay down in front of Graham. Look, he's thinking about going back to the water that way. I'm so close to him, he knows he's at a disadvantage, but if I get further away from him and start mucking around in his water, good, he turned his head, he's thinking about it, he will come over, he doesn't want me in his water. He is territorial, but it's also where he knows he has the upper hand. Where, like I said earlier, 60 million years to be the ultimate aquatic ambush predator. So I'm not going to hang out at the water's edge very long. I'm definitely not going to hang out in the water for very long, because 3 simple rules will keep you safe in croc territory. If you stay back 4 to 5 meters, you'll be out of his strike range and the biggest softies that have ever existed. Don't overhang the water. Whatever you do, don't enter the water.
So we had an amazing time at the zoo. It also included a trip to the wildlife hospital, but unfortunately, due to time constraints in the port, we only had 4 hours, so we weren't able to make it into the hospital. So therefore, we're giving it a 9 out of 10. If you enjoyed this and would like to continue following us on our travels, please consider subscribing to our channel.
And give us a like. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below.